Good evening, sports fans. It is time for the passing the Pigskin. Billy can't be here tonight because he has to work, but I'm joined by Kat. And Kat's a Virginia Tech fan and would love to talk about Brent Pryor situation, how she feels about going forward with Virginia Tech. Take it away, Kat.
Absolutely. All right, so I have to say first, just to set this up, I was at Virginia Tech when we had Frank Beamer. My freshman year of college was supposed to be Michael Vick's senior year of college, which of course we all know he was not there because he got drafted into the NFL. I'm not bitter at all, maybe a little bit. But I enjoyed some really good years of football. After I graduated and Beamer retired, whoever they hired after that, my college buddies and I were like, whoever it is, it's not going to be good enough. I mean, how do you follow up a career like Frank Beamer had? It- You can't. You can't. You have to have, and I think all the big football schools go through this when their kind of legacy head coach retires. They completely fall from grace and you end up with just kind of chaos because the program is so connected to who your head coach is. And does your head coach pulling guys regionally? Does your head coach pulling guys nationally? Which is really what any top 25 college needs to be doing.
And actually, Syracuse is on the rise with that.
Yes. Clemson too. Clemson really reached out but I noticed Clemson rising when I was in college. So that wasn't a surprise to me.
Well, sort of.
What? Yeah. So but yeah, the whole Brandon Pry situation. I'm sorry, Brent Pry. I don't know why I said Brandon.
Uh,
Brent Pry. That's how much I liked the guy, okay?
he's an idiot.
I didn't expect him to last long. I will say it that way. Um and really, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to talk down to somebody who clearly has way more talent at that job than I ever could. But
Say it, 100%.
also, if I'm getting paid that kind of money, I'm going to fake it till the team makes it, okay? Which I think is what he was trying to do, and he didn't make it. But the thing that I did not realize was, since he was fired before the fourth game of the season, the transfer portal window was opened, and any player who was wanting to leave after Brent Pry left, they were allowed to go onto the portal.
Jeez, that's a double whammy.
Yeah, I think the same thing happened to U UCLA. Was it UCLA that
UCLA.
also fired their coach?
Yep. Yeah.
Um, so
Nico's not going to bring up the par though.
yeah. So here we have two coaches that were fired very early on in the season. Um, you know, what do you do as a player when, this coach who you're excited to play for um is now no longer your head coach? I can't imagine what that's like as, let's say, an incoming freshman. You might not
100%.
you might not even be playing yet. So that's understandable that the portal window, but uh, apparently nobody told them how long the portal will be open,
Nope.
which is interesting. Like, how long do you give them? Do you give them 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month? Some of these guys, this is it. Like, they're not going to go on to the NFL. So they're going to need a good education along with, wanting to play football at this level. So, but as of right now, Dante Lovett has heard from several schools.
Is that your quarterback?
And of course, you say that, and I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, is he? Isn't
I
that
got you.
terrible? Football roster. Let's look him up. Do, 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 do. And so Frank Beamer used to really,
Defensive back.
he would, defensive back. Okay. Frank Beamer would really recruit from Virginia. He liked to be in Virginia. He liked to have the guys who were from Northern Virginia or Virginia Beach or even Blacksburg. He
Right.
really liked to.
And I respect the hell out of that.
I do too. I do too. And it worked for a really long time. But now we have guys who, essentially they are playing college football. It's basically the minor leagues of football. That's what we are right now. And so now we have all of these kids who, they're being recruited all over the country. It's not just, we're not regionally scouting players anymore. We're going all the way out west, or the west is coming east, and some of these really good players who Frank could talk right into that locker room, they're getting talked to by richer schools and going there instead.
Because you got,
So,
because
I am, sorry, go ahead.
because it's a lot of it has to do with the NIL. That too. It's the biggest reason is the NIL. Because of name, image, and likeness, as players are gonna want money to play for their schools. So they don't see Virginia
Right.
Tech as a school they want to play for. It's hard.
Yeah. Well, and I'm seeing guys from like Tennessee and Texas, North Carolina. There's still a lot of Virginia, don't get me wrong, but like some kids from Massachusetts. That's not as heard of for Virginia
As
Tech.
rich of a market.
We got a kid from Florida. We've got, where'd that other kid go that
Be one second.
Anyway, I thought there was a kid from, there it is, Alabama. Like, we didn't have guys from Alabama when I was in college because it was almost like Beamer didn't have the chance to. Oh, and Tyler's gone. We've got a guy from Oklahoma. Like, we're starting to be able to pull in guys who are coming from other places, and guys are really starting to choose us. Now, when it comes to the coaches,
I know, I'm aware.
it's really difficult to even think of who are they going to talk to, because at this point, you know, we were on our way with Beamer to being a legacy team. You think about Auburn or Alabama or Ohio State. Virginia
Right.
Tech was starting to be a part of that conversation with Frank Beamer at the helm. And now
Virginia
it's
Tech was
like,
boring.
Yeah. And now it's like, Virginia Tech's still around. Yes, Virginia Tech is still around.
That real quick. Me being a
Yeah.
Syracuse fan. Me being a
Huh?
Syracuse fan, we all know all too well about not being completely invisible. We've been dog shit for the last 20 years since McNabb went to the NFL and Marvin Harrison. But we finally have a coach that's doing what your coach did back in the early 2000s, early late 2000s. That is, we actually have a lot of locally homegrown kids, and yeah, we have some transfers, obviously, but we have a lot of homegrown kids from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, all Long
Yeah.
Island, all that, wanting to play for Syracuse after seeing what Fran Brown did last season with the team. And we have our one of our
Honestly,
starting save. That my bad. Go ahead.
no, it's all right. I think you've got a delay. Right now, our interim head coach is Philip Montgomery. Anything about this guy? Okay, I know nothing.
Neither do I.
Apparently, apparently he has been coaching for 32 seasons. He was our offensive coordinator, and now he's our interim head coach. He was at Auburn as the offensive coordinator. He was at Tulsa, Baylor, Houston, 16 bowl games. Oh, the Music City Bowl with Auburn, the Myrtle Beach Bowl, the Armed Forces Bowl, the
It's a
Independence
prestigious bowl.
Bowl. I've been to the
That's a
Independence
that's a
Bowl.
New Year's that's a New Year's
Yeah,
Six bowl, I think.
I don't remember. We've got the Fiesta Bowl, the Alamo
That's
Bowl, the Liberty Bowl, and the Hawaii Bowl.
you've had some decent New Year's Six bowls. These been in.
Yeah. Apparently he's from Eastland, Texas. So,
Which is a that's a very
I mean,
very good.
yeah. So, it seems like he's done a lot of offensive stuff. Um, I actually recognize some of these coaches' names, and I'm like, wait a second, didn't you play football for us? So now, now I'm just
Your defensive
going through
coordinator
like,
was there during Vic.
wait a second. Let's see. Oh yeah, he was at Appalachian State. Okay, that's why I know that. Holt. Gosh, every time I click back, it goes to the top of the page, and I don't really feel like scrolling through dozens of football players. Let me see the. Let me.
It was just pay me to see Lane Stadium empty out like it did a couple weeks ago with that horrible loss.
Lane Stadium. I don't know if I can describe this. When
It's intimidating.
you're on the field for a pregame show, because I was in the marching band.
Right.
For the big games, I'm not kidding when I say the stands were full an hour before kickoff. We
I'm
have
sure.
registered, because with Enter Sandman you jump, duh, but we have registered so many times on the Richter scale. We've had some just barn burners, and we've had games that we should not have won, and we did anyway. Um
But that
and
place
really
is so
that's
hard to play in.
it's so hard to play in. And the way that the sound goes across the field, like, it's just the way that they built it. And actually, when I went to college there, it wasn't as big a stadium as it is now. They added on to it. So, I feel like the facilities are there. The education that these guys get, in addition to being able to play football, is totally there. you know, obviously any college you send your kid to, they're going to have to learn stuff that they are not going to use, um, even in their degree. Um, you know, but I feel like Virginia Tech is one of those places that, you send your kid for the experience and the education. And, if they do really well at football too, that's a big plus. But, man, it would be great. It would be absolutely amazing to see these guys, you know, be amazing again. I just feel like
Oh, I know.
they deserve it. Ooh, Cam
100%.
Phillips. So Cam Phillips played for Virginia Tech, and he is now an assistant wide receivers coach.
At Virginia
That's
Tech?
Yeah. That
Wow.
is so fun. He played from
But,
2014
like,
to 2017, and he's from Maryland.
so not very far. So,
Yeah.
and Blacksburg is a gorgeous city. I've been to Blacksburg. It's a nice little town.
It's gotten a lot bigger since the last time I was there. It really has. And Christiansburg has grown. To give you an idea, my freshman year, Christiansburg had just gotten the Walmart, and we had to go onto like the minor highway to get to Christiansburg. We couldn't just take Main Street. Um and by the time I graduated, I was there from fall of '02. I graduated in '07, in December of '07. Um we were able to
So
get
you were
to the
there 5
Walmart.
years.
Yeah. I did take a semester off cuz I needed to, but I would not trade my experience there for almost anything. I met some absolutely incredible people. Some of them I'm still like best friends with. You know, anybody who is considering Virginia Tech for whatever, whether it's for football or baseball, cuz the baseball program there was incredible. We were winning like the ACC championship all the time. Um, and hey, as long as we beat UVA, it's been a good season. Uh, but anybody considering Virginia Tech, it has always been a very down home kind of school. It's always been, put in the work, you're going to get the reward for it. And that's in the sports programs, the rec sports programs, in your degree of study. You put in the work and you will see results. I didn't mean to turn into a commercial for Virginia Tech, but really and truly it's such a special place, and I I just want other people to know what an amazing place it is. Um, and
Rich history.
anybody who can go and make it better, I think they should.
I will actually add a little bit on to Syracuse. Not I like the commercial, but like you said something about Blade Stadium register on the Richter scale. We've
Yeah.
had full carrier domes back in the early 90s where we were when we were
Mhm.
good. It was so full, and because of the inflatable roof, we registered as a 4.0 magnitude earthquake.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how crazy. Well, that's the beauty of a dome. And like,
Right.
actually, want to before you leave, but thank you for talking about Virginia Tech. That's awesome. That's a lot of really cool stuff.
I really want to go back for a football game, but because even the low key football games were just there was nothing like them. And then oh man, the Thursday night football games. Ah, I
I remember watching them as a kid. Syracuse would roll into
yes. Yeah. Well, my freshman
We
year,
would do this.
yes,
Your
my
freshman,
freshman
your
year,
freshman year.
I lived in a dorm called Ambler Johnson, and that is literally at the top of the hill from where the stadium and the basketball arena are. And the tailgaters
Actually,
would fill up those parking lots, and we would literally wake up to the smell of the tailgaters cooking, and we'd be like, "Oh, it's game day." It was
that's how it is
fantastic.
up in Syracuse.
But
We have a thing called Sky. We have a thing called Skytop, and it's like right around the where it's a shuttle. It's a shuttle that takes us down to the dome, and
nice.
people are already there at like 8 o'clock in the morning before for a new game.
Oh, there's nothing like a good
College football.
a good tailgate.
I love tailgating. Thank you very much, Kat, for talking about Virginia Tech, and it got more insight of like how you feel. And from a Virginia Tech Hokie alumni, it's actually good to hear their perspective and how they feel about the program going forward.
Yeah, I'm hopeful that they can build up the program again. Cuz the alumni are there. We've got we've got some incredible alumni. Um and I really think that more alumni need to speak up and say, hey, you should consider tech because X, Y, and Z. So yeah, thanks for letting me hop on. I wanted to hop on before and it just hasn't happened. So I'm glad I could talk a little bit
It's
about
all like
my
I've
go
played in the
ahead.
dome. I've played the dome. I've marched on the dome. There's nothing like being at a college football stadium. It's amazing.
Absolutely. So,
All right.
but
Thank you very.
anyway,
If you want to
I
step
will
up, go right ahead.
yep. Thanks for having me.
Have a good night, Kat. Not a problem,
You
Kat. You
too.
have a good night.
Thanks, Tyler. Bye.
So, thank you guys for watching. Sorry about I had to cut out the last little bit. I had a rushed ending. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, check out our YouTube channel at Headed Out Sports Media. Thank you to our sponsor, Fanatics. Fanatics, get your sports gear down. We all NFL season is upon us. Grab your favorite player, grab your favorite NASCAR gear, grab your favorite F1 gear. Check out Fanatics down in the link below. Give a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Check out all our other podcasts. Hard Count, besides us passing the Pigskin, Lap Down, the Handed Down Bench, Biscuits and Penalties, Dirt and Turf. Give us a like, give us a comment. Check out our Patreon. Check out our Twitter. Check out our TikTok. We have a TikTok. We post shorts daily. And go give us some love. Thank you all for watching. Have a good night. Until next time.